Here we go. So this is the radian formula, the rads formula. Radians are the length of the arc over the length of the radius. You could shortcut the formula to theta is equal to A over R. Theta is your angle, A is the arc length, and R is the radius. The book rewrites it like this. I actually prefer that form. A is equal to R theta. On your green sheet, though, they have this one. They're the exact same. If you look on your green sheet, the whole right side is all the trig identities. But you can write A is equal to R theta if you want on your trig sheet. R times theta, yeah. They just wrote theta in a bigger font. All right. The only trick to this formula is theta must be in rads. If it is in degrees, you have to convert it to rads. Okay? Theta is the measure of the angle. So if these are used to solve these types of problems. Here's your arc length, A. There's your radius, R. This is theta. And it's a relationship between those two equalities, or those two variables. Okay? So there's always a question or two on your test regarding this stuff, and these are what they're going to look like. For those of you in physics, this will probably remind you of physics. We're not getting into crazy stuff in physics. Very simple. We have a pendulum. Does everybody know what a pendulum is? It's a thing swinging. 30 centimeters long, swings through an arc of 45 centimeters. Through what angle does the pendulum swing? So I always draw pictures because I just like to show off my artistic ability. We have a pendulum that is 30 centimeters long. So this is 30 centimeters. Swings through an arc length of 45. That's 45. What is the angle? Theta. A is equal to R theta. No, is that it? Yeah, that's formula. A is equal to R theta. What are we solving for? Theta. So plug in everything and solve for theta. Your arc length is 45. Your radius is 30. So 45 centimeters divided by 30 centimeters is equal to theta, which is 1.5 or 3 over 2. I love the fraction. Do I have to put units for radians? No. If you want to, you can write rads, but you don't have to write anything. You can just leave it blank. Well, not blank, but you don't have to put any units. All right. Calculate the arc length to the nearest tenth of a meter of a sector of a circle with diameter 9.2 if the sector angle is 150. Okay. Here we go. They're always the same question. Arc length is what we're trying to find. A. They tell us the diameter, but we don't want diameter. We want radius. How do you find radius from diameter? Half it. So the R is equal to 4.6. So that's 4.6. They tell us this angle is 150 degrees. Do I want it to be 150 degrees? No. I want it to be in rads. It has to be in rads. Has to be in rads to use the A is equal to R theta formula. So 150 is a multiple of which one of our common ratios? Way back here. 30. How many 30-degree angles are there in 150? 5. So what is 150 written in rads? 5 pi over 6. So this is 5 pi over 6. Or you can multiply it by pi over 180. Get the same thing. So you just plug in the formula now. A is what we're trying to find. R is 4.6 meters times 5 pi over 6. And you're all going to tell me the answer, please. There should be 12 meters. Perfect. I don't know. Sure. I don't care. I'm a rebel. Just do what I want. All right, last question of the day, peoples. And then the first 2 lessons of trig number 1 are done. We're going to finish this by next week. No? Then we'll test next Friday, and you can have the whole last week off. How about that? Would you actually do that if I just said, let's just motor? The class average would be 35%. You probably wouldn't even care, would you? No. Okay, here we go. A circle with center C and minor arc AB. Ooh, minor arc. This is minor arc AB. Is shown if angle ABC equals angle BAC equals pi over 6 rads, find the length of the radius of a circle to the nearest tenth of a centimeter. Okay. When they list these 3 letters in a row and say angle ABC, what angle are they actually talking about? The middle one, right? It's angle A to B to C. This is the angle. And so when they say BAC, they're talking about this angle. Now, what's pi over 6 in degrees? 30. Okay. I'm doing it in degree. I'm converting it to degrees, and we'll convert back later just because I think it's a little easier to understand. That means this is 30. Zoom in here. And whoa. And that one's 30. Because pi over 6 is 30. 180 divided by 6. All right, what do all the angles in a triangle have to add up to? 180. So what's this angle? 120 degrees. Everybody agree with that? Yeah. What's 120 in rads? Because we don't want degrees. Let's go with that. 2 pi over 3, right? Does everybody agree with that? Yeah. Because pi over 3 is 60, and there's 2 60-degree angles. So that is 2 pi over 3. Now, I'm just going to redraw this just so it looks like everything else that we have. This is 15.2. This is 2 pi over 3. And they want to know r, the radius. What's our formula?
A equals r theta.
Plug it all in. And then you're going to tell me the answer. Please. Jackson, you got it? Calculator in your head? $7.3. I don't really care what the decimal is, as long as you're close. 7.3, is that what we got? Or something equivalently closer? Or closest? Closer? I don't know, whatever. That is it, people. First 2 lessons of trig number 1 are done. If you could do questions 8 to 11, that would be greatly appreciated. Tomorrow, we will start with some SOHCAHTOA review. I know you're all looking forward to that.